Welcome to Calvin, the Digital Creative School. Yo, what's up, everyone? Hello. It's been, I think it's been 1 week, right? Like since last Sunday. I'm still kind of used to doing live streams every day. So yeah, it's something new. Hey, guest host is already here. What's up, man? You see the little project here already open in the little window? I'm gonna look at that in a moment. Well, my hair looks crazy under this headset. I mean, it's getting really long now. No, wait. Eh, all right, whatever. All right, so yeah, today we're gonna look at some submissions. I think right now I only have the one from Geisterhose. Let me check again here on the student submissions channel. Yep, I worked with Zach on that. All right, yeah, no, I guess that's it for now. Yeah, so Geisterhose, we're gonna look at your thing right now. Let me activate this camera here. All right, so yeah. Yo, one red, Zach, what's up, guys? Bro, which is majestic down here. All right, let me switch to the desktop and then read what Geistose needs help with here. Oh, real quick, what I wanted to finish the sentence. So yeah, I'm gonna look at Geistose's submission, and then after that we are gonna work on the weekly challenge. Continue working on the weekly challenge. I just wanna quickly introduce it to you guys if you haven't seen it yet, if you haven't heard of it yet. Here in the announcements, you can read all up on it. The Titan Attack Live Action Challenge. The deadline is in 7 days. And yeah, it's basically, I gave you this preset here, like a little camera track, a little action. And then you're supposed to put in a Titan or something and maybe like some set extension to make this like a awesome, sick shot. So yeah, that's the challenge. Join the Discord server and look at the stuff and submit it until next Sunday. I'm very excited to see your submissions. Talking about challenges, I don't want to announce anything yet, but I'm super excited about next month because I have something in development, something planning that's going to be very interesting next month. I think it's going to combine a lot of things I wanted to do with the school into one big community project for the whole of next month, for the whole of, what is that, June? May? June, yes. All right, so if you are in this community and you want to participate, make sure you have some time in June. I'm gonna reveal what it is pretty soon. All right, so let's see what Geistose wrote here. Hey, Kelva, I'm looking for color grading tricks with effects in DaVinci Resolve, or how you would make it better in Fusion, and maybe also feedback on my Blender scene. Here's the download. All right, cool. So let's check it. I'm gonna close these windows so we can see it bigger. All right, so first of all, this already looks really cool. Very nice render, very high quality. I like also that you did it anamorphic. That's a nice touch, makes it feel even more cinematic. Also, this energy on the bottom here is very interesting. How did you achieve that? Yeah, like it's a cool effect. I don't fully understand. I don't fully understand what's happening here, but it's a very cool effect. It gives the whole box kind of like a cool energy to it. There's still a little bit of flickering from the low sample rate, I would say. So that's definitely something you could fix. Also in compositing, I think there's some tricks we could fix this with, so I'm gonna give that a shot. You say, from a really cool energy pack add-on, very nice. Omega particles, I see. Looks cool. Do you want to share the link to that in the chat here? Maybe other people also want to check that out. Okay, so we got some color variations here, and then you got some compositing already here. It feels a little too bright for me now. Like the focus is not so much on the. I mean, the box still is pretty much in the center, but it's a little bit more washed out focus-wise. Like here, it's really clear. in the center, like everything else is way less contrasty, and then the center here has a lot of contrast, which pulls the focus into it. But here, yeah, there's also like a lot of strong contrasts down here, which is now kind of like the focus point. Yeah, let's play around with that a little bit. And then we have a few more color variations, very cool. All right, I'm gonna see what you did here first. It's the Hive Market. Nice. All right, if anyone wants to check it out, guys, also just shared that pack in the chat. Right, where are the effects? Are they in? Ah, they're in the color tab. Okay, I think that's always a bit confusing in Resolve that you have the color tab and the fusion effects tab. All right, let me just do a quick organization here. Clean up node graph. Nice. All right, so you've got some. Make it a bit brighter here. Then here is a little bit of glow. And then here, even more glow. Nothing here, nothing here. And then here we have... Oh, I guess you wanted to do like a vignette, but there's not really anything on it. Okay. All right. Okay, so... like, I'm not a huge fan. The thing is, your original render already looks very good. There's only, I think, color-wise, we could have the like middle box here punch out a little bit more, and also contrasts and levels. So I'm just gonna duplicate this on top here, make a second layer, and then I'm just gonna work with that a little bit. First of all, I want to see if we can get rid of the flickering. I think I'm just gonna do it all in... Actually, if we only do compositing, maybe it's actually enough if we do it in color like you did. Alright, so first of all, I would do a little bit of brightness balancing. We can see here in the histogram that it's pretty low. Like, you have a few clipping reds, which is fine because of the fire, that makes sense, but everything else is very, very low. Usually I try to make it balanced out where the majority of, or like the thickest part of the histogram is like around 380, so I'm just gonna try that out. Just gonna push up those darks a little bit. Pull down the blacks a little bit here too. Oh, do you see how it's getting like super red? That's interesting. That means there's a lot of red in the shadows, which is not really convenient for me right now. Maybe that's something we can already fix here, because I'm not a huge fan of like so much red in the shadows. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a new node here with Alt S, and I'm gonna use here the luminance versus saturation to pull down the saturation in the dark and the blacks here. And also, while we're at it, I'm gonna also pull it down in the highlights. So the highlights are actually white, which also makes it feel a bit more cinematic usually. Alright, okay, and now we really have black shadows here. So let's play around a little bit more again here with the contrast. Would an EXR made it easier? No, not really. EXR just would have given us like unlimited data, so nothing can really clip or be completely in the shadows. But I think we still can work on the color grading with the PNGs just fine. Should work out. Okay, so I want to make sure that there's some real highlights on the cube in the middle here. Let's see, maybe. It also tends to look nicer, a little softer when the highlights are not fully clipped, like not fully white. So I'm just gonna test that out. Maybe just a little bit. Try this. Okay. Okay, so I kind of like the the brightness balance here now. It's kind of nice, I think. Could be a little bit better. In general, I think I want to darken down the background a little bit, which we can do directly in here, because the middle main object is already pretty much brighter than the rest. We could also do masks, but I think this already does the trick. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Before, after. Okay, I personally think it pops out much better now. We can experiment a little bit with taking, like, bringing back the red and the darks. Let's see. Yeah, I'm personally not a huge fan of that. I think it just muddies out the image. So I'm just gonna keep the darks desaturated like this. Let's also see what the highlights do here. This doesn't affect that much, but I'm still gonna keep it just to have it in there. Okay. Now I wanted to see if we can actually use some deflicker here. I'm gonna do that first, before anything else gets applied. Let's see, deflicker. Okay, we got deflicker here. Let's see if it actually works. Flow lights. I'm just gonna switch through some of these settings, see if it does anything. Advanced control. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it switched to the next clip. I want it only to play on this one, so I think now it should play only this one. No, it doesn't. That's strange. With this setting, it should only play that one clip. Let's try that again. Okay, it doesn't. I guess we can just put in our out point here and then it should loop. Right? Yeah, okay. There's one frame of the other one in there, so I'm gonna go one frame back, put the out point here. Okay, there we go. Alright, deflicker, let's see. So it's not working quite yet. Okay, I think it's doing something, but not enough yet. If I disable this. Yeah, it definitely smoothens it out a little bit. Yeah, let's see if we can make it even better. Luma threshold, large. Does that do anything? Small. Motion threshold. That probably makes it worse again. I'm just clicking through the options here to see if any of them help with the result. Let's do like all the frames. Yeah. Doesn't look. I mean, you can still see it a little bit, but it's definitely better than before. And it also doesn't destroy the other effects too much. Like, it smoothens out the fire also a little bit, I can notice. Like, it makes it a bit less violent, but I think it's fine. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep this. It makes it a little bit smoother. Alright, cool. So we got that. Deflicker here. We got our blacks being black here. And then we got our contrast here. And I'm just gonna try a little bit of styling. Or actually, I am gonna repeat what we did here with the blacks being unsaturated at the end again, because that's gonna give me the possibility to play around, but still keep it cinematic. Alright, so I'm gonna have that at the end here again, and then I'm gonna add a new node. And I'm gonna play around a little bit with colors just to see if we can get some interesting styles here. Alright, so I'm gonna play around here with like getting some color contrast. Maybe making the darks a little bit blue could be interesting. Let's see. And then the gain a bit red. This can also quickly go too far, so I'm just gonna like experiment a little bit what kind of direction could be cool. This is kind of cool. It's a little bit too strong right now, but I think the color contrast is kind of interesting. The before, after. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Maybe we can actually increase the contrast here now. Yeah, I do like it. I think it's a little bit too much, especially here with the reds. Maybe this. Those are the midtones. I'm gonna pull back a little bit. Contrast a bit. Okay, so yeah, I like this. Yeah, so now we have, because before that, like the background colors and the main object colors were pretty much the same, but with this we kind of have a nice color separation between the background and the foreground too, where the background is a little bit, yeah, what is this, teal blue, and the main object is a bit more orange red. Something else I want to try just quickly is if we completely desaturate the main object here. I'm just going to do that with a quick magic mask. Let's see. Got it. Looks like it got it pretty well, yeah. And then I'm gonna just desaturate this whole thing. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe I want to desaturate it a little bit. Like this. Yeah, maybe like that. Okay, I'm gonna track the mask here. Okay, so yeah, we made the main object a little less saturated. I'm not 100% convinced that we need it, but I think it makes it feel a little bit more realistic. I think so. And this again, yeah, this doesn't do much right now, but it helps to just keep things focused. Okay, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of vignette actually here. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that after this. Just putting a little bit vignette around everything to pull the focus even more into the center. Like this, into the object here. Oh, I think I need to invert it too. Yes, and then the comments maybe. Yeah, it doesn't need much. Usually vignettes, they shouldn't be noticeable. They should just be unconscious. They shouldn't be as strong where you really notice them. They should just unconsciously make you focus more on the center. I think this is a good value, but I'm gonna make it a bit smoother, a bit bigger, I guess. This. This. I'm wondering if it's. I mean, I like the highlights in the background. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep them because they are taking away a little bit of the focus of the middle ground, but it also feels a little less dynamic and less deep without it. Rasmo.
A just followed.
Thanks for the follow. Thank you, Rasmoa. So I think something.
We reached our followers goal of 130.
Oh, we did!
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone! Says the computer voice and also me. Thank you very much. 130 followers on Twitch. That is a pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I think this color direction definitely makes it feel more cinematic. Thinking this one feels a little too much right now. Like, let me, because it kind of like takes away the contrast here. It makes everything like one brightness. Oh yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, when those stripes pop out, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's better. Beautiful color. Oh, thank you very much. I mean, most of it is already by Geisterhose. Like, if you look at the original now, original edited. Yeah, I mean, I'm basically just like shifting the colors into a more pleasant direction, I would say, for me personally. I mean, color is always a very subjective topic. So yeah, color, like it happened to me a lot where like I'm color grading something for someone and then they didn't like it at all. Like they wanted to go in a completely different direction. Some people really like a very naturalistic look, right? Like very flat. So yeah, it's color is extremely subjective. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Yeah. Mm, I I think I also don't want to make it too contrasty. Yeah, guys. So you can see if you wanna add even more contrast to this. Like maybe like yeah. I think I prefer this now. Yeah. The focus is very much on the middle object now, which feels really nice. All right, let's try some effects now. So we got the basic color grading out of the way now. So I wanna try some effects. How should I organize this? So this was, what was this? Oh yeah, the deflicker. This is some contrast. I think I'm gonna do it like pillars, kind of like each pillar is kind of like a step in the equation here. So this is that. This is the last pillar. Okay, cool. So this is vignette, and before, oh no, actually after the vignette, I want to add some glow. I'm gonna add my Calva glow. Do I still have it? Oh, right, I forgot it's not available in the color page, which is pretty annoying. Like you can't add macros to the color page. So let's just work with the standard glow then. Let's see what we can do with it. Spread, we obviously want it to be horizontal since we're working with the anamorphic look here. Okay, we want to switch to screen mode to not burn out any of the detail here. You have DaVinci 20? Not yet, because I'm working on a lot of client projects too, and I don't want to work with unfinished software. So yeah, I just don't want to risk that my project files get broken or something with a public beta. I think they're on public beta right now, right? Let me actually check again. Maybe did they release DaVinci 20 fully yet? DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve 20. Public beta. Okay, it's still in beta. Okay. But the features in it are really good. Like I'm really excited to start working with it. Okay, so we got that. Let's see what the threshold. I usually like to have one like very soft threshold, like have like a lot of the objects glow, but make that one very subtle. Kind of like, yeah, very subtle like this a little bit. I'm gonna duplicate that and then make the threshold higher, but the opacity also higher. Something like this. Gamma. Gamma is usually also a very interesting setting to play around with, because it helps to like give glow to those like small details, like the particles there. Okay. Yeah, I think this is kind of good. Maybe it's a little bit too much. Let's see. I think we need to reintroduce a little bit more contrast after this. And let me actually want to try to add a little bit of the other direction for the glow, a little bit in this direction, I think, because it's gonna also like accentuate the shape of this box a little bit more if we have gone to both directions. This maybe spread, but I'm gonna make the gamma pretty soft. Also, I'm not gonna make it super sharp. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Rasmus says, I'm going to start learning Blender. How long did it take you to learn Blender properly? Oh, damn. I mean, like you never finished learning Blender, but being able, I guess there was like a moment where I learned Blender where I felt like, okay, I can actually create what I have in mind, and that was for me like, oh, okay, I know Blender properly now. I think that was like 6 years after I started learning Blender, so it does take a while. But it was, I mean, the whole learning process was fun for me from start to finish. So, and Blender is a very versatile program, so I would definitely recommend learning it more. I also created a Blender beginner course. If you like to watch that, let me just quickly send it to you here. Go. Blender. Wait, I got it on my page, right? Courses and workshops. Yes, here we go. Yeah, that's the Blender beginner course. Yeah, you can. I'll just send you the whole playlist so you can just also watch some other tutorials and stuff. Here you go. I hope it helps you. I hope it's a good tutorial. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a good tutorial. I got good feedback, but I hope it helps you specifically, individually. All right, so we get some glows here. Still not super convinced if I need this one. I think this one I'm also gonna make a little bit less spread. Something like that. And then this one. It is kind of cool, but I think I'm gonna make it a bit softer by turning this down. Yeah, that's good. And this. I'm also gonna change the threshold here a little bit. Yeah, okay. So without glows, with glows. Okay, no, I think it definitely helps to like, yeah, even accentuate the main object a bit more. Yeah, cool. No problem, Rasmus. Okay, so that is pretty cool. Let's see, what else can we add? So this is the last step. This is the effect step. Let's add a little bit of chromatic aberration. That's also a classic. Do we have a filter for that yet? I don't think so. Okay, so what I usually use is the prism blur for that, because for some reason it has a chromatic aberration built in, additionally to some other stuff. Vignette, we want to turn off completely. I think we can do it by turning this all the way over there. Aberration strength, I want to have 100 or 1. And then just the blur, not the blur strength. Oh yeah, blur, we definitely have to turn that off too. Aberration distance, we just turn up a little bit. Yeah, also don't overdo it with this. Just have it like a nice little subtle effect. Maybe like that. I think we can have it a little bit more. That's already too much. Yeah, I'll just leave it like this. Cool. Yeah, okay, this does make me feel like it needs a bit more contrast again. Let me see. Move this in a little bit. that, and maybe a little bit more on the highlights again. Okay. Like this, yeah, pops out really, really well now, I think. Let's do a little before, after. Yeah, I think it pops out really nicely now. Something we can also add, which is always also really nice always, is just a little bit of grain. Depends on like your final delivery, like where you're gonna put this. If you just upload this to social media and stuff, I would recommend adding a little bit of grain. But if this is for a game engine or something, then yeah, it makes more sense to run it without grain. Just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Also, the grain should always be the last step in your compositing tree. In my case, it's fine to like not have it as at the very end. Like at the very end, we have this crushing the blacks and whites saturation, which is also fine. Oh, talking about that, we can also play around with not only crushing the saturation, but also enhancing it, making it stronger. So the main focus point is even more, not only brightness contrast, but also color contrast wise in focus. Yeah, I think I'm gonna increase it a little bit, like maybe like this. Maybe a little bit too much, like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Geisterhose. I'm personally pretty happy with this. I don't know if there's still anything that you would want to change, or if you have any questions about anything. Let me see, can enable render cage here, so we can just play that after it's caged. Wrench. Wrench also sending some emotes here. I'm feeling like it's a little blurry in general, so maybe it's worth to sharpen it a little bit at the end here. Gonna just sharpen it up a little bit with what was it? What was this? No. This. Okay. Radius. Yeah, we can sharpen it. Yeah, that definitely helps. Oh, but we should sharpen it before for the grain. Yes, we should. Sharpening the grain is maybe not the best idea. Yeah, I think this helps. Yeah, this helps to make it feel a bit sharper. Yeah, cool. Okay. Can you send me the project file? Oh, yes, I will. I will be studying the node tree. All right. Nice. I'm happy I was able to help you. All right, we're almost done with render here. Bum. And done. All right, so we can watch it in real time now. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. If anyone who's watching here wants to submit something, I'll also I just helped Geisterhose calibrating his CG shot here. I'll send you the link for that for the how's it called again? The form. Here we go. Copy link. All right, here we go. Here's the form for submitting stuff to the live stream, so I can work with you together on those things. Rossmore says, "Do you do it for fun or do you work in design?" Yeah, I do. I do this full time. This is my full-time job. I don't have like a specific profession. I'm like a 3D VFX video art director generalist, so I do a little bit of everything. But yeah, and recently I've started building this online school, Canva school, full time since I think mid-January. Yeah, So I'm basically doing this as my job. Wrench. Oh no, man! Don't forget about the challenge. It's gonna be so fun. It's I think it's pretty unique with having the live action footage and camera track. Talking about the challenge, I guess since we are finished with Geistdose's submission here, Geistdose, I will send this back to you after the live stream, so I can just keep going for now. And actually just put a little reminder here. Oh, I do have a reminder. Okay. All right, so let's open up Blender and keep working on our submission for the challenge. Titan attack template? No, where's... Oh, that was, I think. Titan attack cover v3s. Alright, here we go. Oh, this thing is huge. It's really a Titan. Wow. Alright, so it's loading the shaders. Okay, it's all loaded in. And it's playing. It's not quite playing in real time. I feel like I thought I remembered this playing back in basically real time, but it's not anymore. Okay, that's fine. Let me just save this as a new version already. Does it play back in real time if we do this? No. Okay. So what I want to do today, wait, let me actually show you how it looks right now in real time, so you can just understand where we are at right now. Change Titan attack, work in progress. There we go. Yes, okay, so this is what we have right now. This is the current status. The Titan, this like huge Gundam robot walking in, punching the tower, and then our main Gaiju shoots him with a laser finger gun. So I think what I want to try to do today, I mean, ideally, I thought about finishing it up today, but we still have a whole week, so I'll just do like a good chunk today, and then yeah, do more during the week. And actually, this is also all rendered in Eevee. This is not Cycles yet, so it will look better anyways. But yeah, what I want to do today is some physics simulation. I want to have this tower crumble. And also some smoke and debris and stuff. I just want to make it feel as impactful as possible. And I think that's going to be enough for today. Yeah, let's just focus on that for now. Here we go. So I'm just going to isolate what I'm working on, just this tower and the mech, because otherwise, yeah, it's slow enough already. I just want to work more in real time. These in their own... Wait, can I just put them in their own collection? I guess I'll just put this one in the mech collection or not. No, actually let me do a new collection here. Destruction. And everything destruction wise goes in there. So this building. And this robot here, destruction. Alright, is it still also in here? Oh, it is also in here. Okay, that's fine. So that means I can just disable everything except for the destruction collection. Alright, also camera. No, camera needs to stay. Shadow catcher can go. Yes. Yeah, I think so. Shadow catcher. Yeah, shadow catcher can go. That's fine. Right, yeah, because I just want to focus on the destruction for now. So, how are we gonna set this up best? What? Enable, oh, because it's a library override, right? So I think I need to turn this into its own object. Shift click to create a library override. Okay, so that means I can't. Oh, okay, this is one of the first times I'm working with a library override. So I'm not super sure why I can't edit this. Ah, now I can. Okay, I guess that should be fine. Okay, so we got a few pieces here already. How would this shatter? Because it's not brick, so it should probably feel like huge metal plates. Slices? Yeah, I'm just kind of like thinking or wondering how I can turn this into small objects. Let's just see what cell fracture gives us here. Fracture. Oh, I think I need to enable it. Cell fracture, yes. Oh, need more view distance. Let's just add a 0 to this. Nice. Okay, so I think first of all we need to apply the scale. So scale is applied. And then, okay, let's look at cell fracture again. Cell fracture. Okay, what do we have here? I'm just wondering if we can select kind of like what direction, if it can just be sliced into cubes, because I think that would be cool if it was like a lot of small cubes. It doesn't seem like we have that here. Maybe I should just separate like solidify it. Wait, can I just separate all faces? Like make every face its own object and then solidifying it and then just filling it with cubes and stuff from the inside and have that being destroyed? I'll just try that, let's see. Okay, so how do I separate with P? By selection, by material. Is there a way? Edge slide, edge loop, edge rings. Dissolve edges? Is that what I'm looking for? No. So I'm basically looking for a way to turn this one edge connecting both faces into two edges, one uniquely for its face. Let's see. Dissolve edge was not the right thing. Collapse edge? No. Radar has a big problem. Oh no! What is the big problem, Radar? Dissolve bridge? No. Yeah. Ooh. Damn it. I don't know if there's a way to do this. Okay, let me do a quick Google search here. If I don't find it, then I'm going to try a different approach. I don't even know how to, how to describe it. You know what, actually? I think we can just do it manually, because he's punching right here, so we only need to do that to the edges, or like the faces that are here, so which means I'm just going to select all the faces and separate them into the selection. So that turns this into its own face. Yeah, so basically I just need to do this for everything here, which probably will not work out the best. Okay, I'm just gonna try it anyways. I'm gonna turn all of these things into their own thing, their own object. I think it should give us something. I'm not sure if we get exactly what we need, but it should give us something. That's on the other side. Separate, or maybe let me see what separate we have here. Separate by loose parts. I guess we can do separate by loose parts too, even though it doesn't look like there's many loose parts. Oh, there's a few, okay. Okay, let's just see. Let's see how it looks with this. So that means, oh my god, that is quite a few objects. What are all of these objects? Oh, they're up here. Oh, they're off the, oh, okay, they're just the antenna. I guess we can also work with that, yeah. But it's probably not so good to have it in here with the rest. Yeah, let me actually join off all of these together again into one object. Now, where's my ClickUp opening up like this? Oh no, I don't need that shortcut. Wait, let me disable my shortcut here. Shortcuts. Ah, this one, okay. That, or maybe? I don't know. Okay. Um, Wait, I got some more comments here. Prijanshu says, I think that's edge split you're looking for. Oh, okay. Thanks for the tip. Let's try that. So, edge split. Split faces by edges. There we go. You're right. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so let's undo everything that I've done and do it that way. Bum. Right. So edit mode, yes. Deselect. Okay, I think it should be around here. Oh, radar, here's his problem. I made a model and it isn't functioning like it's a robot, but it bends. Also, could you bevel? I think my problem is weight maps. Oh, it bends. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Like, basically when you rig a robot, you want to make sure that each face, right, if you look into the weight painting here, there we go, that each part, wait, how do we select, there was like a way to select individual weight paints. Okay, I guess I can just go through here. So you just want to make sure that the whole object is weight painted 100%, like red like this, right? So there's no gradients because, yeah, if there's a gradient, that means it bends, like this cable here. So usually you want it all to be red. Alternatively, you can also, instead of weight painting, you can also just parent the object to the bone that that it's supposed to be moved by. So yeah, that's how you make sure that the robot stays rigid. Does that answer your question? Yes, so now let us, I guess just select the faces that I want to be able to be destructible, like all of this stuff here. Maybe also this stuff down here. Yep, like that. Okay, and then let's do the split thing, face by edges, very nice, and then make this by loose parts. There we go. Okay. Okay, we got it. Yes, nice. Thanks for the tip, man. Thank you for the tip, Prijanshu. That was very useful. Okay, cool. And now let's see if I can actually make it work. I'm gonna select all the objects here, except for the robot. And also except for... Wait, what? Oh, it did it for all of them, even if I didn't select them. Okay, so I need to join the ones back together. Okay. I'm just gonna join all of these things up here. And that, because I don't want unnecessary calculations for the physics. I want it still to be fast. If I take the Tinker subscription, how can I put the exclusive assets on Blender? They are, you're talking about the Patreon subscription, right? Like, they are uploaded on Patreon. You can check out what you get with that on Patreon, and then, I mean, most of the exclusive assets right now are, like, I created a glow for Resolve, my own glow that I've been using for years and developing for a long time, and also a lot of photo scan assets that I created. So yeah, you would basically get all those things. Okay, I need to join these things on the bottom here again, because they don't need to be simulated anyways. Deselect this stuff. Maybe I should keep this stuff up here simulated. Simulate this stuff. Ooh. What are these bars here? Oh, okay. I don't really need those to be simulated. Yeah, okay. I'll just join this for now. Oops, not that. Oh shit, what happened? Wait, did it work? Okay, I guess it worked. Right, so now we still have all of this stuff. This is all connected, and all of these are simulated. Okay, let's try it out. So I'm just gonna select everything now here in destruction, except for the robot. And I am going to give, wait, actually, we need to apply the origins to the center of mass surface. Yes, there we go. I think for the big plates, like there was like some huge plates here. Like this, we still need to cut this into like smaller pieces, I think, for it to work. But I'm just gonna test it for now. I just want to see how it works. Okay, so, except for the robot, we are gonna turn this stuff into physics objects. Should be able to do that through here. Rigid body, add active, yes. And then in the physics settings, I think we can go to the moment where the robot hits the building, which is, I guess, right here, and just make sure that the physics start on that frame. Simulation range 146 to 702. 702. It's okay. Is this the correct one? Oh no, this is the correct one. Wait, what's this simulation then? I don't know. This is strange. I don't know why that's a separate simulation thing here. Okay, we need to put the rigid simulation Down here, 702. Oh yeah, and we also need to put playback to play every frame. And now we should get something. Oh yeah, we get chaos. Complete chaos. Is there a way to not have them interact with each other, just with a robot? Let me enable, let's turn the robot into a collision object. First of all, object, physics, where is it? Rigid body at active. And we're gonna make it animated and also turn it to mesh. Deforming. Okay, so this should work now. Let's see. It's extremely slow. Maybe we should just do the physics test with like a few selected objects, not with all of them. Maybe that's just a little bit too much. Turn that off, and then it's just, okay, now it works. So now we can just enable dynamic. Oh wait, what happens if we turn them all to animated? Okay, basically the same. Okay, it's basically the same, so I'm just gonna turn this off, and then turn one of these things into a dynamic object. Does it even work? Yeah, I guess it does something, but it doesn't look like it's properly colliding here. Wait. Source final. All modifiers, yes. Okay, it doesn't really do anything. Maybe I just need to add, oh wait, convex hull did something. Okay. I'm not sure if the physics, no, the physics definitely, they're definitely not right. Mesh. Yeah, maybe I should just add some rudimentary collision objects here, because having this whole robot as a rigid body is probably gonna make it very slow and unreliable. Still, the playback is very slow. It's always pretty important for me to make sure that things play back quickly so I can work fast. Body. And I remove it from all of those objects. I just want to do some tests first. Move. It's removed, but still pretty slow playback. Maybe it's because I have so many objects now. Not sure. Alright, let's just do some singular object tests here. Rigid body. It doesn't do anything except for falling, which is fine. It's falling so slow because this building is so huge. Ah, but we still have time. Yeah, so it should look pretty cool. Okay, so that is working. Convex hull. When I'm doing this at the end, I want to make sure it has depth. So let's see how it looks with the solidify modifier on. Meters. Yeah. Okay, and I'm just gonna add a collision object here. move this robot out of the... Wait. Yeah, out of this collection just into its own collection. And turn it on. And then I'm just gonna try to add some simple geometry here as collision meshes. Do some settings here. Stability, let's not render this. Not renderable. And also turn this into wire. Yes. Okay. Then I want to parent it to this, to the hand. Object, bone. What is bone relative? I don't know. Just do a normal bone. Okay. Just going to do the hand first, just to see how the interaction looks. Okay, apply the scale. Then turn this into a rigid body, animated. Okay, okay, yeah, this works much better now. Alright, cool. So let's let's repeat this. Let's copy over some of the settings here to the other objects. That's working pretty well. Can I just copy all of the settings to the other ones? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I want to copy these things. Copy modifiers, copy physics. Can I do that? Rich body copy from active, yes. Now it should all explode. Probably still very, yeah, very confused, but it still works. Okay, and then copy modifiers. So they're all extruded. Oh, what's happening? That doesn't look too good. Let's turn it down a little bit. Modifiers. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Kind of works. You know, I think we just need to put it, like, turn them into smaller pieces. Yeah. And not make them collide with each other. I think that's also going to help for it to not be so weirdly explosive. Collection. Okay, so that means Normalis Novum. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing today? Okay, so I want these objects to not collide with each other, but only with the hand. Is there a way to do that? It's the collection. If I put them all in a different collection, they're still, as long as they're in the same collection, they're going to collide with each other, right? I would basically need to split them all randomly in a random collection, and then the hand being able to collide with all of those collections. But that's also so much manual work. Is there any way to make this easier? Janshu says maybe adding a force field to the colliding object could help as well. Force field. I don't exactly know how that would help, with the problem I'm having right now? Yeah, no, I guess I don't really know what you mean. Is there a way to do this? Okay, let me see. Just quick Google here. Blender, widget, body. Hmm. Ignore each other. What one? Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see. I guess I want this passing through each other, but that's probably a problem he's having, right? Yeah, no. What to do? Maybe I should try the self-fracture method again. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just I think it's just way too chaotic. Wait, okay. I don't know. Maybe it actually works. Maybe I just need to split this big object up into smaller objects, and then it's gonna look fine. Let's select all the big objects here. So this stuff, I'm gonna like all of this physics. This. All of this stuff is exploding here. Nice. It's kind of strange how the whole building just pulverizes. That's definitely not. That's definitely not how it would be in real life. Oh man, physics still mess me up a lot. Like physics simulations are also still very exhausting for me because it's so hard to get exactly what you want. I think I'm gonna try a self-fracture. I think it's gonna be easier to handle than this. Maybe if I do a particle grid in the building, maybe then it's gonna also create like cubes. Alright, so let's try that. So I'm gonna join all these objects again. Except for the hand. Maybe I should just undo it instead of joining it again. Maybe I'm messing some stuff up with joining this. And it's also very slow. Woo. I'm just gonna open a new Blender instance. Oh, we got it. We got it. Okay, can I go all the way back before splitting all of this? Wait, painting. See, I think it's this here. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, no, I got a good feeling with the cell fracture and the particles being in a grid form, I think that should work. I'm imagining it right now, and in my head it works. As soon as this loads, anytime now, any day now. Okay, nice, got it. It's all one object, perfect. Playback is faster again. Alright, let's do our cell fracture. We have that here. Okay, so before we do that, we need a particle system that disperses this, like, what's the name for that? It places particles inside of it. Faces volume, does that work? I don't see any particles just yet. Where are they? Do they work? Start, 0 and 0. Okay, I think I see them. I need to make them bigger. Viewport. Yeah, there we go. Nice, okay, that works. Yes, that works. Let's change it to, not jittered, but grid. Yes. Resolution. Oh, what the hell? What is this? What is this weird grid? Random? Okay, this just kind of like randomly just places them. We don't need that hexagonal. I think that's cool. Inverted. Oh, no, that's not what we need. Use modifier stack. The volume is just kind of weird on this, I guess. Like, yeah, it doesn't distribute them perfectly. I'm not sure why. Maybe I should match by distance. Maybe that fixed it. No, that made it worse. Oh, it basically didn't do anything. Maybe it still works. Yeah, let's just try it. Maybe it still works. I'm not sure what the ones outside of the mesh are doing. Those are pretty insane. Oh, actually, let me separate the top and the bottom. Just gonna make this its own mesh because I don't need to destroy the bottom one. Yeah, that also made the particles a bit more stable, I guess. Oh, nice, perfect. Okay, that looks better. Okay, cool. Yeah, let us cell fracture this bad boy here. Cell fracture particles, that's right. No recur. Okay, I'm just gonna keep the standard settings for now, see what happens. Oh, they're not cubes at all. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Very disappointing. Well, Okay, maybe let's reduce this number a little bit here. Oh, that's lifetime. That's not what I wanted. Solution 5. Yeah, let's try that. Stuff fracture. Source limit. Let's do 1000. Mhm. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Man, physics are really not fun. It's just so much waiting and hoping, like so much uncertainty, so little control. I really often I just end up animating, or like faking physics by just animating them manually. Yeah, because I really just don't like the lack of control over physics simulations with most systems. With the only physics simulation that I really enjoy is Embergen, because it's so fast. I mean, it's real time where you see what you're doing in real time. Like when you change a value, you actually see, or you can understand how it works and how it changes the behavior. Yeah, so that's fun. But everything else physics related, I don't like so much. Okay, it seems like it didn't work. Oh, it's a bit square now though, but a lot of these things did not work. Oh man, yeah, it looks like the idea is working of making it more square, but it's just not working with the mesh. Is the mesh broken or something? I already, like, I guess it doesn't have like a real volume. Oh, it does. Maybe. I mean, it's got like a chaotic volume. It's not very clean. Maybe I can fix that. Let's see. So we have this. And I think if we separate these loose parts. Oh wait, actually let me merge by distance first. So that did nothing. Merge by loose parts. And then I'm gonna try to use a boolean to join them all as one. Bool union. Yes. Auto bool. I think it's this one that I need. Might take a moment. Maybe I should do a voxel remesh, if that's even possible with multiple objects. Oh, did it work? No. Okay, let's try a voxel remesh. So I'm gonna not separate. I'm gonna keep this one and then go here into this thing. Remesh, voxel. Let's start big, 10 meters, because I know this is a. Oh, let's actually do 100 because this is a huge object. Okay, is at least the inside. Yeah, oh no, the inside is not correct. Damn, dude, how am I supposed to get this correct? How am I supposed to turn this into like a model with a volume that makes sense? Is that even possible? It's so chaotic. Ugh. Maybe I should just focus on the part where he's actually punching, like do it manual, but only the part at the part that matters. Or maybe I just do the fake way and do it like with a particle explode modifier thing here. Usually it looks very cheap though. Yeah, no, usually it looks very bad. Well, this almost worked. All of this is one mesh, right? So does this one at least have a insight that makes sense? Kind of. I think this one does. So if I remesh... Oh wait, particles? Particles don't make sense yet, so that means the volume also doesn't make sense. Okay, let's remesh this. Now the particles make sense. Okay. Okay, I think we are getting there. 1 meter. I think we are getting there. Yes, okay. What flow? Does this make it better or worse? Honestly, I don't think I need this. Yeah, we're getting closer. We're getting something here. Okay. So I guess we can self-fracture this now. Wait, what? Why is it so shitty suddenly? What the hell? I thought it's cancelled. The quad flow remesh. Here we got this, which should be fine from the distance. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay, let's do the self-fracture again. 1,000, let's do 10,000, just to be sure we get all the particles. Okay. Okay, we're getting cubes. We're getting cubes right now. All right, this looks promising. I hope the booleans work properly now. I hope we're getting like all nice cubes now. I've got hope. I think this could work out. It's chugging. That means it's doing something. That means it's working. Yeah, it's taking a little bit, but I've got a good feeling. Got a scammer in here. Gotta block the scammer. Hello, Blender. Oh man, how long is this gonna take? What is this? Hmm. What do you guys think? Should we wait or should we cancel this self fracture? I mean, it looks like it does what it's supposed to do. Just kind of annoying that it's so slow. Why is it so slow? Guys also says cancel. Cancel it. Yeah, I should try it just with less. But yeah, you never know how long something takes before you try it. So my CPU's at 100% though. Like Blender's definitely it's definitely doing a lot of work. It's definitely doing those booleans right now. Those super intense boolean operations. They should add progress bars to this stuff. Because it's so annoying when you have no idea how long something could take. Should just say like 10 out of 100 booleans or yeah, stuff like that. Maybe you can just open up another instance of Blender and keep doing stuff there while this one does its thing. Let's see. Okay. New instance of Blender's opened. So I guess let's just decrease the amount here. So let's decrease the resolution. Oh shit, I don't have the unvoxelized version of this mesh anymore, right? No. Oh, maybe it's this one? No. Yeah, it completely replaced it. It should just like do a copy of the mesh and call it remeshed voxel or something. Because to completely replace it feels a little bit too destructive. Ah no man, this is a new Blender instance, the the one where it's doing the voxel the Boolean stuff is still doing its thing. Okay, maybe, yeah, I'll just reduce the number of particles, and maybe that's gonna be enough. Okay, why is it not letting me change this? Excuse me, why is this setting locked? What the hell? What is happening, man? What is this? What? Why is this number locked? Why can't I edit it? Okay, I'll just do a new one. Okay, yeah, I just did a new one. Okay, volume. Oh yeah, yes. They did not spawn yet. 0 and 0. There we go. Oh, that's a lot. Volume, yes. Volume. And grid. Yeah, let's do hexagonal. Let's stay square for now. Wait, what? I can't change it anymore. Oh, because it's the resolution. It's not the number, it's the resolution for grid. Okay. Okay, I see now. Now everything makes sense. Still doing all the Boolean stuff here. It's not like a very lightweight version of this. Yeah, let's just try this. Okay. Stealth fracture. Oh, it's not enabled yet. Stealth fracture, there we go. 100. Yes, all of this. Okay. I hope this works now. And now we got 2 Blender instances we're waiting for. Is my CPU at 200% now? I guess it's just splitting 50-50 between these two projects now. It might also be the resolution of the voxels, like that the surface resolution is so high from the like voxeled version. That's maybe also why it takes so long to do the Boolean. But I think in general the Boolean system in Blender is one of the weakest points, because it's such a useful tool, but it's so slow and unreliable in Blender. And then just show you guys the result later on, you know, with the next live stream. I'll just show you the result of the fracturing here. I think that makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah, okay guys, I'm gonna do that because it doesn't feel like I'm getting any progress right now with this, but I need to do it. I need to figure out how to fracture it to be able to destroy it, so I'm gonna do that off stream. Okay, yeah. I'll just say goodbye with that. And yeah, thank you very much for joining me today, for watching. I'll see you soon. Maybe I'll probably do another live stream during the week to finish this submission, to finish